Hey, Divine Ones, it's LATOYA, your life coach and your motivational speaker. I would like to welcome everybody that's new to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome, 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 and welcome back to all of my repeat watchers. I love y'all so much. To everybody that has subscribed to the channel, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. You subscribed, you turned on your notifications. Y'all are awesome. If you have not subscribed, make sure you click that subscribe button down there below. Click that bell so you can get your notifications every time I upload a new video to the channel, and I upload videos every single day. So make sure your notifications are on so you don't miss not one video, okay? So get right into my message for today. This is what's on my heart. Transformation requires isolation. What does that mean? Transformation requires isolation, meaning that if you plan to go to the next level in your life, if you plan to change, if you plan to grow, if you plan to move forward, you have got to go through a period of isolation. Now, does this mean that you need to be all by yourself and go on an island and just, just seclude yourself off in the middle of nowhere? No, I'm not talking about so much as physically, even though I do mean physically, but it's mostly going to be spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. You have got to isolate yourself, meaning that you have to turn the TV off. You got to turn the radio off. You got to turn the media off. You got to turn off these conversations that you're having with people, these casual conversations that you're having with people, with family members, with friends. If it's not an absolute necessary conversation, you're going to have to go through a period of time in your life to where you're only having conversations with people if it is absolutely necessary. I did it. And the period of time that I did it was about 60 days. And I'm going to tell you, when I went through that 60 days, after that, it was like, okay, this is something that I'm going to do for the rest of my life. This is something that I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And I did just that. I did it for the rest of my life because I figured out, like, I got to continuously stay on this journey to protecting my peace, protecting my space, protecting my spirit. This never stops. This is not just a period of time. This is a lifestyle. But with you, if this is your first time going into something like this, if this is something new for you, I would recommend that you go into it thinking that this is just a period of time that I'm going to just go without TV, go without the media, go without the news, just check in here and there, see what's going on in the world, just go without it. And I'm just going to isolate myself, and I'm going to only watch motivational content. I'm going to only watch things that are going to pour into my spirit. I'm only going to read things that are going to motivate me, inspire me, uplift me, build me up, edify me, pour into my spirit. So once you dedicate yourself to that, I'm telling you, you're going to transform. You're going to transform because the Bible says, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So the world seeks to put you in this box with a label on it. And then everybody treats you based off of what that label says, what society says that you are. But once you go through this process of transformation and you isolate yourself from the things of the world, from the things of the enemy and the adversary, you begin to transform into who God says you are, because you already who God says you are, but you got to come into that by coming into that knowledge, by coming into that new mindset, that renewed state of mind. That's when you're going to see that I really am who God says I am, that I'm not what the world says I am. Now, when you go through this isolation, you're going to lose some friends. You may lose some family members that you run with, that you really close with. You may lose them. They may drop out from your life. You might lose Bae. Bae might jump ship on you, or you might just have to leave on your own. Understand that this is all a part of the process. It's all a part of the process. Elevation and transformation, it requires isolation. I don't know any other way that you can get there. You cannot get to your next level and be the successful person that you wish to be and that you dream to be and still drag everything and everybody along with you. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And some of the most successful people in life are the people that realize when a person's season is up in their life. When they realize that a particular thing or place or person that, you know what, this is your stop right here. You can no longer go any further with me, but you got to get off right here. That's a successful person to me. To me, that's what makes success. That's what either makes you or breaks you, because it will be a shame and it'll be a tragedy for you to get to the place in your life where you coming into your success, but your success is blocked, or, it's barricaded away from you. You cut off from it because you were supposed to drop somebody off on that last level, but you brought them along with you. You still got that friend. You still got that homegirl or that homeboy, or you still in a relationship with that toxic ex. So, well, should be an ex, but that toxic partner. So when you take that person past the season of your life that the Lord ordained them to be in, you block your blessings. You block your blessings. So you got to drop this stuff. You got to get into that place to where you're going to be able to isolate yourself. Now, let me tell you, this isolation is strictly by choice. This is going to be all you. Nobody's going to come and lock you up and throw away the key and say, I'm going to make you sit here until you better yourself. I'm going to make you sit here until you become a better person. That's never going to happen. You got to be the one to take your mind and stand guard at the gate of your mind and lock out anything of the enemy, lock out anything of the adversary, and only let things come in that are going to pour into you. You're going to be the one to have to do that, because nobody else is going to do that for you. Nobody else is going to do that for you. Nobody is going to come and save you. Nobody's going to come and rescue you. You're going to have to save yourself. And that's why I coach and I mentor people from all over the world, because when you're in that process of that transition, that's the number one time, that's the most important time that you're going to need to have a coach. You're going to need to have a mentor. You're going to need to have somebody that can uplift you, that can motivate you, that can speak life into you and inspire you. And then also somebody that's been in that same stage of their lives. And that's the amazing thing about having a life coach is it's not like having a therapist, you sitting on a chair talking to a textbook professional. No. An amazing thing about a life coach is that person has actually walked in those shoes. They have been in that experience that you're dealing with right now. And they fought and clawed their way through it. And they became successful from it. And they began to turn their pain into their purpose. And so if you're in that season of isolation, or you're thinking about going into it because you want something better, you just sick and tired of being sick and tired, you tired of being broke, busted, and disgusted, you want to be transformed, you want to be elevated, you want to be successful, you want to come into the things of God for your life, then I want to encourage you today to go down there in the description and click that link and book your session today. And let's get started with your season of transformation, because I'm telling you, when you get on this journey, it ain't no looking back. You'll never want to go back. There's another side of life that so many people have not experienced before. And I want to help you experience that side of life. I want you to come into the abundance of God. And I want you to be able to be happy with yourself and embrace your joy and embrace love and peace and prosperity and success. And not from outside, but from inside, because all of this stuff is inside of you. But you will not see it until you go through that season of transformation. And in order to get to that transformation, it requires isolation. You got to get by yourself. You cannot connect with God on that deep, deep level unless you by yourself, until you get by yourself. Because as long as you got people around you, you got people talking in your ear, you got people, speaking over your life, these people are influencing you. Believe it or not, the music that you're listening to, the conversations that you're having, the people that you're hanging around, the people that are even in your house, all of these things are influencing you. They're influencing you. Now, if you living in the house with this person, you can't get away from them, headphones, earplugs. You may not be able to physically isolate, but you can mentally isolate. And when you book your session, we'll discuss more ways to, more strategies, more techniques, more tips that you can use as you isolate yourself away from other people. Because when I began my process of isolation, I was a receptionist at a medical clinic. And so I was everybody's point of contact. So everybody was coming to me for everything. And in the midst of that, I had to mentally isolate myself. So I can help you. I can give you tips and strategies on how to be able to isolate yourself until you get to that season of transformation. So go down there in the description and book your session today. Do not wait. Do not linger, but book it today. And I'm so excited to work with you. Remember, transformation requires isolation. So I love y'all so much. This has been LaToya Okia, your life coach and your motivational speaker. Go to the website today, IamLatoyaOkia.com. Listen to the podcast. Purchase your books. Book a session. There's a promo package there where you can lock in for 4 sessions and you get them at a discounted price. So I would advise that you take advantage of the promo package, because more than likely it's going to take more than 1 session. Okay, it's going to take more than 1 session. And so I want you to get everything that God has for you. I want you to grow. I want you to elevate and transform from a caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly. But understand that takes isolation. That takes work. Okay, so I love y'all so much, and I will check in with y'all next time.